Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. And in the last part we pretty much we headed through Hllow Bastion, and now we're at almost the end of Hllow Bastion at this point, or at least the end of the first visit. And now we start off this part by having a bit of a boss fight. I do love that line. Actually, that's a really good line. But yeah, so now it is time for the fight for the first half of our fight against Maleficent. So what you want to do here is she gets on top of this thing here. You want to use the Gravira on the platform that she's on, and that will knock it down. And once that's knocked down, that was ours Arcanum. It's pretty useful. So yeah, and then you'll get an opportunity to pretty much lay into her, and then she'll just run off again. Oh, for God's sake! I hate these things. They're such a pain in the arse. Yeah, I think at some point. Hey, bright crystal. Yeah, that was me just being fuck you. Yeah, in terms of the moves that... Oh, for God's sake. Goofy and Donald, get up! In terms of the moves, the attacks that she has, they do a fair bit of damage, but she's actually not too bad when it comes to attacks. Oh, she disappeared. Fuck. So yeah. Just waiting for her to come back. Just avoid her moves. Wait till she stops, then use Gravira. Get up there and just wail her in again. It's the first half of this boss is actually pretty straightforward and easy, pretty comfortable. She pretty much just rains the lightning down on you, which is actually pretty easy to avoid as long as you're concentrating. Use Gravira. Said use Gravira. Come down here, you stupid bitch. Let's use an elixir. Full magic back. Could use strike here, I guess, but I wanted to knock her down. Yeah, I'm getting a bit peed off here. Ah! Come back here, you stupid bitch. Yeah, it's just not knocking down now for whatever reason. I can't grab on. Yeah, I was kind of getting annoyed at this point. Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, it's fuck you. You're done. Strength up, and Donald gets her HP up, which is nice. And I decided to take him. I don't know. Probably pointless, but there you go. And that's the end of the first half of the Maleficent boss fight. First half is pretty easy, pretty comfortable. And we learned cheer. Donald learned cheer. That's useful. And we got answer report number 5. Might read through those at the end, we'll see. But yeah, now we've got to go in and we've got to follow her. She's having a heart attack. Oh dear. My God. It's Rikku.
Some help?
And his balls have dropped dramatically.
Yes, a keyblade. But unlike yours, this keyblade holds the power to unlock people's hearts.
My God.
Allow me to demonstrate. Behold!
Oh my God!
Now, open your heart. Surrender it to the darkness. Become darkness itself.
Ah, there we go.
This is it.
What's kind of weird here is that she actually turns into gets the darkness fully opened within her, and she basically turns into an enemy which you could already turn into in the original movie, because she turned into a dragon at the end of the movie. So, okay. I guess it's just a logical reason as to why she transformed. Now, this fight is actually a fair bit more challenging. So the only part that you can damage her is her head. And she keeps sending these shockwaves at you for the first part, which are pretty easy to avoid if you see her coming. But then she'll start firing, like covering the ground in green flames, which stays for a really long time and can also really cause you a lot of damage. And then there's these homing shots, which are also going to cause you a lot of damage. So yeah, it's really tough. It's a really tough boss fight just because she has a lot of attacks which last for a long time. So it's kind of tricky in that regard. And she also has the scratched. And everything that she does, pretty much every attack that she has in this form, it does a lot of damage. Yeah. What you'll see here... Ooh, yeah, it just about kept me alive. And then what she does here is this is the worst attack. Because she covers the whole floor in front of her head in flames, which will cause you damage. So you've just got to try and avoid it as much as you possibly can. Fly over it and then just try and swack her in the head. And yes, I died. This is one of the few bosses in the entire game which I died to once. But second attempt, and boom, max AP up. Overall, it's a fairly simple and straightforward boss. You just have to keep hitting her in the head. It's just that she has a lot of attacks, and those attacks can be really fucking damaging. But as long as you just avoid all the attacks that she throws at you, and just keep smacking her in the head with your keyblade, and using glide to get over the fire, you'll be just fine.
How ironic. She was just another puppet after all.
Coming from another puppet, dumbass.
Darkness were using Maleficent from the beginning. She failed to notice the darkness in her heart eating away at
More
her.
darkness.
A fitting end for such a fool.
You're a twat. You're so callous. And we got Fireglow. Fireglow is a summoning stone which you use to get Mushu from... what's the film? Oh, Mulan. You get Mushu, the little dragon from Mulan. My playthrough my game, the way I play this game, I don't really use the abilities. Like, I don't really use the summons. But it is fairly straightforward. But yeah, he's one of the more useful from what I remember. From reading up on the game, Mushu is one of the more useful ones. But yeah, I don't really use him. Snow White. There's Alice, Belle, there's Aurora, Cinderella, and Jasmine. The 6 Disney princesses, so we have one more left, which is of course Kairi, who's up here, I think, with Rikku, who is actually not Rikku anymore, but we'll find that out momentarily. So yeah. Goofy.
Kairi!
Goofy got rocked.
Kairi! Kairi!
That animation there was pretty
It's
poor.
no use. That girl has lost her heart.
How do you
cannot
know this?
wake up.
Asshole.
What? You're not Rikku?
The keyhole cannot be completed.
Yep.
So long as the last princess of heart still sleeps.
Yep. So we need Kairi to wake up
Princess? Kairi's a princess?
in order to
Yes.
unlock the keyhole.
And without her power, the keyhole will remain incomplete. It is time she awakens.
Really?
Whoever you are, let Rikku go. Give him back his heart.
But first, you must give the princess back her heart.
Huh? Oh my god, heart attack!
Don't you see yet? The princess's heart is responding.
Yeah.
It has been there all along. Kyrie's heart.
So when they literally say that Kyrie's been with you all along, yeah, quite literally her heart. For some reason, when they disappeared from the,
Who are you?
when they got teleported from their own world.
It is I,
Oh yeah, he's handsome by the way.
the seeker of darkness.
But when they got teleported from that world, when Kyrie got teleported along with us and Rikku, for some reason her heart got trapped within Sora. And of course, no Donald and Goofy for this battle, but that's not really much. To be honest, I'm not really missing much.
Keep the keyhole with your power. Open the door. Lead me into everlasting
So now
darkness.
he's going to turn us. Don't know how that worked, but whatever. Time for bad voice acting.
Forget it. There's no way you're taking
Oh
Kyrie's
dear,
heart.
that's just poor. Oh well. I'm gonna beat you with my fairy harp. So yeah, now we're fighting against technically Rikku, but it's this is a Ansem in Riku's body. Basically, he has a lot of attacks, which can cause you a great deal of damage. His bog standard swipes are pretty strong. He's also pretty tough to block. And what he'll do is he'll charge up in the middle and start throwing these things at you. Start throwing his Keyblade at you. So yeah. He's tough to block and he's tough to avoid. He hits fairly hard. Yeah, oh my god. Thank you for not attacking me there, I would have died. Yeah. This is the first boss fight that I've done in this playthrough where I'm predominantly using the abilities. So here we go, he's going to fly out all over the place, and then that move, that is tough to avoid. And it's pretty... oh shit. It's tough to avoid, it hits like a fucking truck. So yeah, just do your best to avoid him. Be liberal with your use of fuck. Not with the use of fuck. With your use of like your special attacks. It's just the best thing to use here. I'm getting a lot of tech points, to be fair, in this battle. Like I say, it's hard to get, but when you do break that learn counterattack, that is really useful. Basically, it allows you to block and then cause damage directly after, which is useful. But yeah, and we learn Ragnarok, which is also really powerful special ability. But yeah, Riku's dead. No. It's time for us to lock this bitch up. But of course we can't, because the keyhole is incomplete. Fuck.
It won't work. The keyhole's
You...
unfinished
ah!
yet.
Yeah! Dumbasses!
Can
What
we
did
do?
Ansem just say?
Maybe we gotta go wake Kyrie up.
God, they're fucking slow.
Free your heart.
God damn it, they're slow.
But how?
And Sora's gonna have one of the most dumb ideas ever.
A keyblade that unlocks people's hearts.
Sora, you are a moron.
Sora?
And this does kind of lead into the plot for Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh god, the plot for Kingdom Hearts 2. That's gonna be a bitch and a half to listen to. To try and comprehend. Well, bottoms up. See you guys. I'm gonna put this in my chest. So there goes the Keyblade. Which, by the way, you can, when you come back here for the second visit, you can actually get that Keyblade. That's weird. Apparently we had all of the hearts in there, but that doesn't really make any sense considering that they all seem to be acting normally, so I don't really know. Maybe the 6 were trapped inside the Keyblade and they wouldn't be released until we used it on ourselves. Until Sora used it on himself to open up the key to finish the keyhole and bring Kairi back. I don't know. It's unclear. But she's finally awake, and and I love how they play this really slow version of the main theme that you hear at the beginning of the game. Like, it's really nice. Well, I'm fucking dead. Damn.
Falling.
It's time to go. This is gonna come back to bite you in the arse in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Sora, are you really?
Oh yeah, did I finish my 4? I didn't, did I? Yeah.
I won't let
You
it
can actually
go.
get the Darkness key. I think it's called the Oblivion Keyblade. You can get that in Kingdom Hearts, on the return visit to Hllow Bastion on the second visit, which is useful to get. Pretty powerful Keyblade. Yeah, Ansem's back in full form.
Do you think we can stop him all by ourselves?
You can't stop normal enemies, so of course you can't. So what's happening?
No. You won't use
Oh,
me
look, it's
for this?
Rikku.
Rikku!
Stopping Handsome, holding it back.
You gotta run. The Heartless are coming.
Wow, that was fast. Yep, run. Cheese it. It's time to get the fuck out.
What about
Nothing we can do. Oh look, it's a Heartless. Oh. So we're gonna control a Heartless. Okay. This is interesting. This is actually kind of a cool part of the game when I first played it. It's kind of like, oh, get to be a Heartless now. Oh, this is kind of cool. But yeah, we've just got to basically take this Heartless and we've got to try and find Kairi. Because, you know, gotta kill her. That's, you know, what the Heartless do. So yeah, this is a pretty simple thing, really. All you have to do is jump down. You basically just keep going down until you reach eventually you'll reach the bottom area here, and just go into the main hall and it will trigger a cutscene. So let's get on with this cutscene and let's get on with it, shall we? Boop. Entrance hall, let's go. You're gonna have to. Riku's gone. Sora's dead. It's time to run. Here we go. Yep, now we've got to run and we've got to beat up Donald and Goofy and then kill Kairi. And that'll be it. The end of the game. Of course not. Ow! Donald, you're pathetic. You can't even kill a normal Heartless.
Sora, is that you?
Is it actually Sora? We'll see.
This time I'll protect you.
From other Heartless who look just like you. Dive bomb! Ah! The power of a hug. And Sora's back. I don't know how this works.
Thank you.
I'll be 100% honest, I don't really get how that worked. A hug from Kyrie was enough to bring him back from being a Heartless. I don't know. It's weird and it's never explained.
Come with us.
I told you before, I'm not leaving without.
Ah, you're a good man.
Now go. The Heartless.
Bad lip syncing.
All right.
Bad lip
Let's get
syncing.
out
Bad. Well, that's just typical Square Enix, I suppose, with the, especially during this era. But yeah, we're running away from Hllow Bastion.
Tell me what happened.
So yeah, we're back to normal. We are ourselves again, which is kind of weird.
So the darkness is flowing out of that keyhole.
Yes.
No wonder there are more and more Heartless everywhere. The only way to stop them is...
Seal the keyhole, right?
Maybe, but no one knows what will happen once.
Aren't
it's
you a
sealed.
barrel of laughs?
We can't just stay here. We have to do something. I've got a friend back there.
That's right. You have one more friend to worry about. Riku's Keyblade must have been born of the captive princess's
Okay.
hearts. Just like that keyhole you saw.
Alright.
Of course, without Kyrie's heart, it remained incomplete. Once that Keyblade was
God.
destroyed, the princess's hearts should have been freed. Don't worry, Sora. If anyone can save your friend,
How do you know? I'm just a little kid. But anyway. So yeah, the next plan is to basically head back to Hllow Bastion. We pretty much just need to go back to Hllow Bastion, get the Keyblade, and lock up the keyhole and see what happens from there. But we are going on a little... For the next few parts, we're going to be going on a little bit of a detour. So, join me next time for the next part of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, where we won't be going back to Hllow Bastion and finishing off the game. We have got some side stuff to do. We've got to finish off the last tournament in Olympus Coliseum and get our reward, which is the Olympia Keyblade, which is awesome. And then after that, we have got to unlock the second way to Hllow Bastion, and we've also got to finish off Winnie the Pooh's world before we can move on to the final area of the game and finish it off. So join me next time for the next part of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. See you next time.